In previous lectures, we showed how to use branch if equal or branch if not equal to implement structures like an if instruction. The question is, how do we implement an instruction where it's like a less than or greater than or equal or anything like that? These two instructions are not adequate by themselves to be able to implement this type of jump command. So we need one more instruction called the set if less than instruction. This instruction comes in two formats, the R type and the I type. We'll start with the R type first. And this instruction compares the contents of RS with RT. If the contents of RS are less than the contents of RT, then we set the value 1 into the contents of RD. If the contents of RS are not less than the contents of RT, then we set the value or the contents of RD to 0. The I-type version of the instruction compares the contents of RS with an immediate value instead. If the contents of RS are less than the selected immediate, then we store 1 into the contents of RD. If the contents of RS are greater than the immediate, then we set the value of RD to 0. To implement this instruction on the MIPS architecture, we have to think similarly to how we implement the branches. If we set the opcode of the ALU to sub, then we're going to subtract the contents of RS from either the immediate or the contents of RT. This, in the situation where RS is less than the value going into the B, the ALU or the outcome of the operation will be negative. We can use this flag to then set the value of the destination register to 1. So we'll take this value, we'll append 31 bits of 0 to it, and we're going to choose between the normal actual output of the ALU and the output of the negative flag. So we'll set the base operation to 0 and the SLT operation to 1. We're going to get rid of, and then we're going to replace this RD data line with the selection from this MUX, and we're going to control this MUX with a set if less than control signal that is 1 when the instruction is set with less than, and that'll be determined by the decoder.